The Chapter 1 map is iconic for so many reasons. From tilted towers to Paradise Palms, to the Viking village on top of the mountain, to the floating island that pushed forward a storyline we never knew we'd be getting. Or from Happy Hamlet or to Polar Peak. There are honestly some of the best POIs in gaming history on this map right here. We went from this all the way over to this. When you look at this map, it's kind of crazy to think about how much happened over this timeline. From Travis Scott to the mech fighting the monster, whatever that was. Going back to the very first biome update when we got Paradise Palms, when we got the John Wick house, and then of course with the volcano opening up, that was incredible. And I've always been a massive fan of winter biomes. So when Polar Peaks came out in Happy Hamlet and you could fly around that area, oh, I absolutely loved this game. I think maybe more than I ever had. I can remember that update when the island left Loot Lake and we were landing on it mid-air, and it was just mind-blowing thinking about how far this game would progress in only a simple year. Viking Village was such a popular landing spot, mostly because you could get there so quickly because it was so high up in the sky. And I think we can all agree Fatal Fields was one of the most classic POIs of them all. There was just something about that farm, just something about those fields. So many iconic battles felt like they went down there. POIs like Haunted Hills at the top or Lucky Landing at the bottom, those felt like cult POIs, right? If you knew, you knew how great those places were to land. I feel like there's a group of people who all landed Lucky Landing who we all just get it. That place was amazing. And for whatever reason, the racetrack might be one of the best places on this map as well. When you have people just landing all over the raceway and there's no places for cover, it's absolutely hilarious watching people scavenge for weapons. And the pirate update was massive. The ability to jump in those cannons and shoot yourself across the map, that was so cool. But not only that, it felt like we had never received this type of update before. It was like a mid-season update where they just completely changed everything. And then of course this map has the absolute mainstay classics like Pleasant Park, Retail Row, Tilted Towers, and I would even argue Shifty Shaft. For me, Shifty Shafts might be my favorite POI of all time outside of Paradise Palms because of just how simple and how cool it was. Shifty Shaft fam, I want to see you in the comments. And then of course you had places like Sunny Steps, which was cool to land because you felt like everyone would be landing Volcano and you could just go right around it and hopefully everyone else would just go to the volcano. When you really look at this map, it feels like it has a little bit of everything. It felt like this map got everything right. Or maybe it's just the nostalgia. Maybe it's the fact that I know that every one of these little POIs represents more than just a place on the map, but a moment in time that I was having so much fun with so many of my friends. But I think objectively, when you look at this map, it really is awesome. Look, we even had the block here, which was a place POIs that were made by the community could be put on the map every update. I don't understand why that ever got taken away. That was ingenious. The John Wick update when we first got that combat shotgun and the tactical AR. And you saw you could harvest the floor and get a chest. That was the coolest thing. That was the coolest collab. I love the attention to detail there. And it's even crazier when you look at this map right here thinking about how far we really have come. On this Chapter 1 Season 1 map, there wasn't even a tilted tower. That came during the second season, maybe midway through. Could you imagine people now with the amount of patience they have trying to get around this map with no rotations or mobility? It would go crazy. But back then it was so awesome just running around, wondering who you were going to run up on, who you were going to scare, who was going to scare you. The BR itself was so exciting, so new. It was something we had never done before. We were willing to go 5 minutes between fights because it was so intense. And even when you stop midway through and look at the Season 6 map, Lazy Links, Risky Reels, those are absolute classics. Tomato Tower. It is so odd how much people love dropping at Lazy Links, but I think the go-karts had something to do with it. Dusty Divot here, really the representation of the very first live event. And Wailing Woods, remember there was a time where you thought somebody was good because they didn't finish matting a tree all the way down. They leave one hack left. That's how we judged people. People that landed at Tilted Towers, they were just a different breed, a different type of person. Certain people would just go 8-12 hours a day just landing there over and over and over. And I get it. It was a lot of fun. It really is awesome how this game allows you to pick whatever pace you want to move at. At least it felt like that during the OG days. Now when there are cars, I guess you really don't have a choice. You have to move fast or die quick. What are some of your favorite memories from this map? When did you first start playing? What is it about this map for you that you love so much? Or do you disagree? Do you think this map is highly overrated? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. If you're looking for a squad to play with, hit the Discord in the description. As always, hit that sub button and turn on notifications. Remember, go out there and do something great.